000.
No.
Okay, now try 0000001.
Okay, I'm not doing every number.
Try his wife's name, Sharon.
Nope.
Sharon 1.
Nope.
Sharon 2.
Nope.
Sharon 3.
Nope.
This is stupid.
God, I hate how hard it is to guess other people's passwords.
You're typing big boobs?
I'm trying everything.
Try big boobs with a Z.
That's the password. We're in.
All right.
Wow. Wait, everyone wait. Try yogurt. We're in.
Wow. Yes.
The important thing is, this kept us secure, people.
Password, the word spelled out password.
You're the head of security and your password is password?
I don't feel good about it either.
Change Your Password Day is observed on February 1st and serves as a reminder to update and strengthen your online passwords to enhance security. National Brown Dog Day is celebrated on February 2nd to honor and appreciate all brown-colored dogs, regardless of breed, size, or background. This day recognizes the beauty, loyalty, and love that brown dogs bring into our lives while also encouraging adoption and responsible pet ownership. Facebook was founded on February 4th, 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg, along with Ardardo Savarin, Andrew McCullum, Dustin Moskovich, and Chris Hughes while they were students at Harvard University. Originally called the Facebook, it was created as a social network site exclusively for Harvard students. The platform quickly expanded to other Ivy League universities and later to colleges across the U.S. In 2005, it dropped the from its name, becoming just Facebook, introduced photo sharing, and expanded access beyond college students, raised $12.7 million in funding from Excel partners. In 2006, Facebook opened to anyone aged 13 and above with a valid email address. It introduced news feeds, which showed updates from friends. It launched the Facebook API, allowing developers to create apps for the platform. In 2007, introduced Facebook Ads, marking the start of its advertising business, launched Facebook pages for businesses and brands, and released a mobile version of the platform. In 2008, hired Sheryl Sandberg as COO, who helped scale the company's business operations, opened its first international office in Dublin, Ireland, and surpassed 100 million users worldwide. In 2009, introduced the iconic like button, began monetizing through targeted advertising. 2010 reached 500 million users, and the film The Social Network, based on Facebook's origins, was released. 2012, Facebook went public with its initial public offering, its IPO, on May 18th of 2012, raising $16 billion, acquired Instagram for $1 billion, and reached 1 billion users. In 2014, acquired WhatsApp for $19 billion, and purchased Oculus VR for $2 billion, entering the virtual reality space. From 2015 to 2018, it expanded into video content and introduced Facebook Live, faced backlash over privacy issues and fake news concerns. In 2018, the Cambridge Analytica scandal raised concerns about Facebook's handling of user data. 2019 to 2021, they rebranded and created the Metaverse. In 2021, Facebook rebranded its parent company as Meta, signaling a shift towards the Metaverse and virtual reality, continue investment in AI, VR, and AR technologies. As far as Facebook's future, Facebook is developing an AI to better understand what users want to see and to personalize their experience. Facebook is building a collection of tools and resources for generative AI, which could help users discover more content. Facebook is planning to merge WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook Messenger into a single platform. This could make it easier for users to message across platforms. Facebook is integrating messaging features into its apps so users can share and discuss content with others. Facebook is developing a drone that could deliver internet access to people from the air. This puts the old saying of scrub my back and I'll scrub yours into an entirely new light. National Shower with a Friend Day is observed annually on February 5th. While the name sounds humorous, the day originally started as a playful way to promote the benefits of showering with filtered water. It was created by a company called New Wave Enviro to raise awareness about the potential chemicals in unfiltered water. Over time, people have embraced the day with a lighthearted twist, using it as an opportunity to celebrate friendship, humor, and water conservation. Maybe throw a little sex in there, just for good measure. Filtered water is water that has been processed to remove impurities, contaminants, and unwanted substances such as chlorine, bacteria, heavy metals, and sediment. The goal is to improve the taste, safety, and overall quality of drinking water. So grab a friend, grab a family member, grab somebody, bring them to the shower with you. Shower with a friend, help each other out, clean each other's ears. I said ears. I did say ears. National Frozen Yogurt Day is celebrated annually on February 6th in the United States. This day honors the delicious creamy dessert that serves as a lighter alternative to traditional ice cream. Yogurt itself has been consumed for thousands of years, originating in the Middle East and Central Asia. It was prized for its probiotic benefits and creamy texture. Turning yogurt into a frozen dessert is a more modern innovation. The first commercial frozen yogurt was introduced in the 1970s by H.B. Hood, a dairy company based in New England. In the early 1980s, companies like TCBY, the country's best yogurt, helped popularize frozen yogurt by making it sweeter and creamier, appealing to a broader audience. By the mid-1980s, frozen yogurt had taken off, with stores and chains opening across the United States. In the 2000s, self-serve frozen yogurt shops like Pinkberry, Yogurtland, and Menchie's introduced a new trend. These shops allowed customers to customize their frozen yogurt with various toppings, from fruit to candy. Yummy. National Bubblegum Day is celebrated annually on the first Friday of February. This fun and playful day recognizes the joy of chewing and blowing bubblegum while also supporting charitable causes. Chewing gum itself has been around for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations like the Mayans and the Native Americans chewed tree sap for enjoyment and fresh breath. In the late 1800s, modern chewing gum was developed using chicle, a natural latex from trees. In 1928, Walter Diemer, an accountant at the Fleer Chewing Company, accidentally created the first successful bubblegum formula. The gum was less sticky and stretched easily, making it perfect for blowing bubbles. It was originally colored pink because that was the only dye available at the time. The first commercial bubblegum was called Double Bubble, released by Fleer in 1928. It became a huge success and other companies soon followed with their own versions. In the 1950s, brands like Bazooka and Hubba Bubba emerged, making bubblegum a cultural favorite. Opera Day is celebrated on February 8th each year, honoring the rich history and culture impact of opera as an art form. It is a day for opera lovers, musicians, and enthusiasts to appreciate the beauty of operatic performances, composers, and the storytelling power of this dramatic musical tradition. Opera was born in Florence, Italy around 1597 when a group of musicians and poets known as Florentine Camerata sought to revive the dramatic storytelling of ancient Greek theater. National Home Gating Day is observed annually in the United States on Super Bowl Sunday. This year it falls on February 9th. The tradition of tailgating is brought indoors, allowing fans to enjoy the excitement of the big game without braving the cold or making the trip to the stadium. Instead, families and friends gather at home to celebrate, creating a lively and comfortable game day atmosphere. Each year, more fans embrace this tradition, making National Home Gating Day a fun and inclusive way to experience the excitement of the championship game together. National Home Gating Day was established in September of 2019 by Luke Lowrick with the goal of bringing the tailgating experience indoors. This day encourages fans to recreate the excitement of a traditional tailgate at home, complete with games, grilling, great food, and quality time with friends and family. Celebrate by firing up the grill, preparing game day favorites, and hosting a Super Bowl Sunday gathering to enjoy the festivities from the comfort of home. National Flannel Day is celebrated on Monday, February 10th. It's a day to celebrate the popular fabric flannel and the many ways it's been worn throughout history. Flannel is a soft woven fabric that has been around for centuries, valued for its warmth, durability, and comfort. Its origins trace back to Wales in the 17th century, where it was first developed as a warm and practical fabric for farmers and laborers working in the cold, damp conditions. Flannel was originally made from carded wool, providing warmth while remaining breathable. With the rise of textile mills in Europe and America, flannel production became more efficient. Cotton and synthetic blends started to be used instead of wool, making flannel more affordable and versatile. Flannel shirts became a go-to workwear choice for lumberjacks, railroad workers, and farmers in North America. Holiday-themed and novelty designs gained popularity, making flannel pajamas a favorite for Christmas traditions. National Guitar Day celebrates the guitar's cultural and musical significance. Observed by musicians and enthusiasts alike, the day is dedicated to recognizing the instrument's role in shaping genres such as rock, blues, jazz, classical, and folk. While there is no universally recognized date, many celebrate it on February 11th. The oud, a pear-shaped instrument from the Middle East, and the viola from Spain were early forerunners of the modern guitar. In Spain, during the 16th century, the instrument evolved into a 5-course 10-string guitar. By the 18th century, the guitar was redesigned into a 6-string instrument closer to today's classical guitar. Renowned luthiers in the 19th century standardized the classical guitar design, improving resonance and playability. Steel string acoustic guitars emerged in the 19th century, introduced by C.F. Martin and Company, offering a loud and brighter sound. In 1931, the first electric guitar was developed by George Beauchamp and Adolf Rickenbacker, leading to the rise of amplified music. Lost Penny Day, observed annually on February 12th, is a lighthearted holiday that encourages people to search for and appreciate lost pennies. The day serves as a reminder that even the smallest forms of currency have value and can add up over time. The American penny has been circulated since 1793, making it the longest-running coin in U.S. history. It was made of 100% copper and was about the size of a modern quarter. Over the years, it has gone through various design changes, metal compositions, and cultural significance. The Flying Eagle cent from 1856 to 1858 was the first small-sized penny, reducing copper content due to rising costs. In 1909, to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln Wheat Penny was introduced. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The U.S. Mint has considered discontinuing the penny due to production costs exceeding its face value. It costs about 2 cents to produce a single penny today. National Cheddar Day is celebrated annually on February 13th, honoring one of the most popular and versatile cheeses in the world. The day was established by Tillamook, a well-known dairy company, in 2019 to recognize cheddar's rich history and widespread culinary use. Cheddar cheese is one of the most famous and widely consumed cheeses in the world. Its rich, tangy flavor and versatility in cooking have made it a staple in many cultures, especially in the United States and the United Kingdom. Cheddar cheese originated in Cheddar, England in the 12th century. Local farmers in the region began making the cheese using milk from their cows and storing it in natural caves in the area. These caves provided an ideal environment for aging the cheese due to their consistent temperature and humidity, which contributed to the cheese's distinct flavor and texture. Cheddar cheese making techniques spread from the Cheddar region throughout England in the 17th century, with the cheese becoming increasingly popular due to its transportability and long shelf life. The cheese-making methods were brought to the United States in the 18th century by English settlers. The modern mass production of cheddar cheese began in 1851 with the opening of the first cheddar cheese factory in New York, created by Jesse Williams. This shift led to cheddar becoming more widely available and affordable, allowing it to grow in popularity across the U.S. During the 19th century, many regions in the U.S. began producing their own versions of cheddar cheese, leading to the development of distinct local varieties. In the early 1900s, cheddar cheese underwent further innovations in production, including the development of automated cheese-making processes, which further reduced costs and increased accessibility. Aged cheddar varieties became more popular, with cheese aged anywhere from a few months to several years, developing sharper and more complex flavors. Throughout the 20th century, cheddar's popularity continued to grow globally, especially in North America, where it became a key ingredient in everything from sandwiches and burgers to macaroni and cheese. National Ferris Wheel Day is celebrated annually on February 14th in honor of George Washington Gale Ferris Jr., the inventor of the original Ferris wheel. The day coincides with his birthday and serves as a tribute to his engineering marvel, first unveiled at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, Illinois, the very first Ferris wheel. George Ferris, a civil engineer, designed a giant wheel that stood 264 feet tall and featured 36 wooden gondolas, each capable of holding 60 passengers. It was a massive success, carrying over 1.4 million riders during the fair. The original Ferris wheel was dismantled and reassembled in St. Louis for the 1904 World's Fair, but it was eventually scrapped in 1906. Other Ferris wheels were soon built around the world, inspired by Ferris's design. In the early 1900s, advancements in steel construction led to stronger and taller Ferris wheels. National I Want Butterscotch Day is celebrated annually on February 15th, dedicated to the rich, buttery, and caramel-like flavor of butterscotch, a beloved treat found in candies, desserts, and sauces. The earliest known mention of butterscotch dates back to 1817 in Doncaster, England. A confectioner named Samuel Parkinson is believed to have first made butterscotch candies, which became widely popular. By the mid-1800s, butterscotch was being produced and sold commercially in both England and the United States. Originally, butterscotch was a hard candy, but recipes evolved to include soft versions and sauces. In the early 1900s, butterscotch syrup and pudding became common dessert flavors. By the mid-20th century, butterscotch baking chips and flavored ice cream gained popularity. Today, butterscotch is used in cookies, lattes, cheesecakes, and even cocktails, and god damn it, it's so yummy. Good day. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Crocodile Dundee. And every other lame thing Americans say when they think Australian. Alright, to my down under friends, I'm going to do my worst Australian accent for today's day. Tim Tam Day is an annual celebration dedicated to Australia's most famous chocolate biscuit, the Tim Tam. While there is no officially recognised global date, Tim Tam Day is often celebrated on February 16th, recognising the beloved treat that has been enjoyed since 1964. In 1958, Ross Arnott, part of the Arnott's family, visited the UK and discovered penguin biscuits, a popular chocolate-covered treat. Inspired by the concept, Arnott's developed a smoother, creamier, and more indulgent version. The new biscuit was named Tim Tam after a racehorse that won the 1958 Kentucky Derby. Tim Tams were officially launched in 1964 and quickly became a household favorite in Australia. This is a terrible Australian accent. Analog to Digital TV Day marks the transition from analog television broadcasting to digital broadcasting. In the United States, this transition officially took place on February 17th of 2009, as mandated by the Federal Communication Commission, the FCC. However, some other countries had different transition dates. Many countries switched from analog TV to digital, or DTV, improving quality and bandwidth efficiency. Analog technology dates back to early mechanical and electrical systems, like the phonograph from 1877 by Thomas Edison, and analog telephony, Bell Telephone from 1876. Claude Shannon in 1948 laid the foundation of digital communication with his work on information theory, showing how data could be transmitted efficiently using binary code. First digital computer, the ENIAC in 1945, introduced the idea of storing and processing data in a discrete digital state instead of continuous analog signals. The shift from analog to digital broadcasting began with the development of digital signal processing in the 1970s. The invention of the compact disc, or the CD, in 1982 replaced analog vinyl records and tapes with digital audio. Microprocessors, the Intel 4004 in 1971, enabled digital computing to become widespread. Digital mobile phones, 2G networks in the early 1990s, and the rise of the internet in the 1990s shifted communication from analog to digital signals. Digital cameras replaced film photography, leading to the decline of companies like Kodak. Music, movies, and even video games have moved to fully digital formats, eliminating the need for physical media. Digital processing powers artificial intelligence, automation, and real-time analytics. The next potential revolution may go beyond digital, or binary as it's called, to quantum computing, where information is processed in qubits instead of bits. National Drink Wine Day is observed annually on February 18th in the United States, and it's dedicated to appreciating the history, cultural importance, and enjoyment of wine. It encourages responsible consumption and highlights the role of wine in social gatherings, fine dining, and even certain health benefits when consumed in moderation. The earliest known evidence of winemaking dates back to around 6000 to 8000 BCE in what now is the country of Georgia, where ancient clay jars called qvevris were used for fermentation. By 5000 BCE, wine production had spread to Iran and Armenia, where the world's oldest known winery was discovered in a cave. The Roman Empire, around 27 BCE through 476 CE, refined winemaking techniques, introducing barrel aging, glass bottles, and vineyard cultivation, expanding wine production across Europe. The 18th and 19th centuries saw major advancements in winemaking, including better fermentation techniques and the introduction of champagne by Dom Perignon. National Airboat Day is held on February 19th, and an airboat, also known as a fan boat, is a flat-bottomed vessel powered by an aircraft-style propeller. Unlike traditional boats, airboats do not have a submerged propeller, making them ideal for navigating shallow waters, marshes, and swamps. The first recorded airboat, called the Ugly Duckling, was built in 1905 by Alexander Graham Bell and his team in Nova Scotia, Canada. It was an experimental craft designed to test new propulsion methods. In the 1920s and 1930s, airboats were further developed for use in swampy and icy regions. The earliest practical airboats emerged in Florida in the 1930s, where locals needed a way to travel through the shallow, plant-filled waters of the Everglades. Today, airboats are used worldwide for rescue operations in flooded or hard-to-reach areas, wildlife conservation and research in delicate wetland ecosystems, tourism, especially in Florida, Louisiana, and parts of South America. Clean Out Your Bookcase Day is observed annually on February 20th. It's a great opportunity to declutter, reorganize, and refresh your book collection while making space for new reads. Get rid of books you no longer need or want. You might find something you meant to read but never did. Donate books to libraries, schools, or charities. Organize books by genre, color, or author. The possibilities are just endless. The earliest forms of book storage was clay tablets housed in wooden or stone shelves in ancient Mesopotamian libraries. In ancient Egypt, papyrus scrolls were stored in wooden chests or pigeonhole-style compartments. The Library of Alexandria, 3rd century BCE, used specialized storage for scrolls, with some scholars suggesting that early forms of bookcases existed there. The transition from scrolls to codices, or early books, in ancient Rome, circa 1st century CE, led to the need for vertical storage, making the first recognizable bookcases. No One Eats Alone Day is observed annually on the second Friday of February. This day is part of a movement focused on promoting inclusion and ensuring that no one feels left out, especially during lunch breaks or in social settings like schools and workplaces. The day encourages people to reach out to those who might feel isolated, making an extra effort to invite others to join in communal meals. Whether it's a school lunchroom, a workplace cafeteria, or a community gathering, the goal is to create a more inclusive environment where everyone feels welcome. Many people, particularly students, can feel isolated during lunch or break times, which can have a negative impact on their emotional and mental well-being. By making sure that no one eats alone, we promote a sense of community and support, making people feel like they belong. Inviting someone to join your meal or conversation can make a big difference in their day and help form lasting bonds. International Sword Swallowers Day is celebrated annually on the last Saturday of February to honor the ancient art of sword swallowing and raise awareness about its history and practitioners. The event was founded by the Sword Swallowers Association International, the SSAI, and typically includes live demonstrations at various locations worldwide, often in collaboration with Ripley's Believe It or Not museums. The day highlights the skill, danger, and dedication involved in sword swallowing while educating the public about its rich cultural significance. It also serves as a platform to support and recognize professional sword swallowers. The history of sword swallowing dates back over 2,500 years to ancient India, where it originated as a sacred practice. It was used as a demonstration of spiritual strength and physical control, often in conjunction with other extreme feats like walking on fire or lying on nails. Over time, the skill spread to Asian cultures, where it became associated with street performers, acrobats, and warriors who sought to impress audiences. Diesel Engine Day is celebrated on February 23rd to honor Rudolf Diesel, the inventor of the diesel engine. Rudolf Diesel lived from 1858 to 1913, and he was a German engineer, designed an engine that was more efficient than steam engines and could run on various fuels, including vegetable oil. In 1892, Diesel filed a patent for a combustion power engine that relied on air compression to ignite fuel rather than using a spark, as in gasoline engines. On February 23rd of 1893, he received a patent number 608845 for his compression ignition engine, laying the foundation for modern diesel engines. In 1897, Diesel successfully tested his first working diesel engine, achieving an efficiency of 26.2%, far better than the steam engine, which was 10% at the time. Diesel's work laid the foundation for modern engines, which remain essential in global commerce and infrastructure. Twin Peaks Day is celebrated annually on February 24th, marking the date when FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper first arrives in the fictional town of Twin Peaks, Washington. Twin Peaks is a serial mystery drama created by David Lynch and Mark Frost, first airing in 1990 on ABC. It quickly became a cultural phenomena, blending small-town drama, supernatural horror, and quirky humor. The show revolves around the investigation of Laura Palmer's murder and unravels a deeper web of mystery, crime, and the supernatural. The mystery is partially solved midway through season 2, but the show takes a surreal, unpredictable turn and ends on a massive cliffhanger, with Cooper trapped in the Black Lodge and possessed by Bob. Prequel film Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me was theatrically released in 1992, and an 18-episode third season of Twin Peaks The Return came to the premium channel Showtime in 2017, following Cooper's fate after his possession by Bob.
I have 2 guns. One for each of you.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5?
I'm getting tired of your gas. Now jerk that pistol and go to work.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Pistol Patent Day is observed on February 25th to commemorate Samuel Colt receiving the U.S. patent for the revolver on February 25th of 1836. This patent revolutionized firearm technology, allowing for mass production of multi-shot handguns, which played a significant role in military and civilian use. Samuel Colt's repeating firearm design introduced a rotating cylinder that allowed multiple shots to be fired without reloading after each shot. This innovation led to the production of the Colt Patterson, the first commercial revolver. Colt's firearms became widely used in the Mexican-American War, the Civil War, and the American West, cementing their place in history. Thermos Bottle Day is celebrated on February 26th to honor the anniversary of the Thermos trademark registration, which was officially granted on February 26th of 1907. In 1892, Scottish scientist Sir James Dewar invented the first vacuum-insulated flask while researching liquefied gases. Dewar's design consisted of 2 glass walls with a vacuum between them, preventing heat transfer. The vacuum flask was originally intended for laboratory use, not consumer products. In 1904, German glassblowers Reinhold Berger and Albert Ashtabrenner saw the commercial potential of Dewar's design. They founded Thermos GmbH and trademarked the name Thermos. The first consumer Thermos bottles were produced, making vacuum insulation available for everyday use. Today, Thermos and other brands use advanced vacuum insulation technology to maintain temperatures for 20-plus hours. Designs now include travel mugs, food jars, and industrial-grade flasks for extreme environments. Anosmia Awareness Day is observed on February 27th each year to raise awareness about anosmia, which is the loss of or absence of the sense of smell. This day highlights the importance of the sense of smell, the impact of losing it, and the challenges faced by those who experience anosmia. February 27th was chosen as Anosmia Awareness Day because it marks the birthday of Dr. Albert H.P. Olds, a researcher who worked extensively on the condition and its treatments. Anosmia is the inability to smell, and it can be caused by a variety of factors. The sense of smell plays a key role in taste, emotional experience, and even safety, such as detecting smoke or gas leaks. People with anosmia may experience a reduced quality of life, as the condition can affect appetite, social interactions, and emotional well-being. Treatment for anosmia depends on the underlying cause. While some people recover their sense of smell over time, others may require more specific interventions. I've said it before a few times in other videos. I don't make them up, I just report them. Car Keys and Small Change Day is celebrated on February 27th each year. It's a lighthearted day that encourages people to check their car keys and pockets for small change. Something that's easy to overlook in the hustle and bustle of our daily lives. Take a moment to check your keychain, make sure all your car keys are accounted for, and get rid of any unnecessary keys that are weighing you down. That chastity belt key, you don't need that anymore. Count up your loose change. You might be surprised by how much you've accumulated. And if you don't need your loose change, send it to Chris, because he will gladly take it. Donate it to a good cause, like Chris, me, moi. Take a moment to appreciate how small actions like being prepared with your car keys or keeping change handy make daily life a little easier, and send your money my way, because you don't need that.